Leo. Thank you for joining me for your Leo February 2022 reading and predictions. Over 10,000 people have said that the readings here are different, good, and I know that you will be excited by what's in store for you, just as excited as I am to be providing this reading to you. Now, many people ask me whether I do one-on-one clairvoyant readings, and the answer is yes. Just check out the information which is in the description box below, and you can see how easy it is for that to happen from anywhere in the world. Anyway, let's see what there is in store for you, Leo, shall we? And we will take our usual number of cards because that fills in the 20 minutes or so. We won't need 5 because they're jam-packed full of information. Actually, I could probably speak for an hour on each of the cards, depending on the spread and depending on the information that comes through, but we're not going to do that today. It's a busy time of year, isn't it, you know? Valentine's Day. Even if you're not with someone else, get yourself a bottle of champagne or a nice cup of tea or coffee and just enjoy yourself and see what wonderful things you can think back on. There's the Six of Cups. Well, that's an interesting painting, and these paintings, I've got to say, Page of Wands, they remind me of the type of things that you might ordinarily find hanging up in an art gallery, to tell you the truth. There's a Seven of Swords. Such is their beauty and symmetry. And they will provide me, there's the Hermit. They will, now what is there in here somewhere? Actually, why don't we go see what that might be. There's the King of Cups and Eight of Wands on the bottom. So things are going to be moving through fairly quickly, I think, for you this month. Anyway, why don't you come down, see what there is in store by having a look at the images on these cards with me while I do the reading for you. Okay, here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These other cards are for complementary energy. The main energy, of course, here are the tarot cards. Now, I think I saw a major arcana somewhere. It's this. Let's have a look at it. Let me see what that has to say. And it is the Hermit. Now, let's have a look at the Hermit and what happened. Well, the Hermit is a mermaid who sits on top of a lighthouse during the night. Now, from her position, she can look out over her vast surroundings, and she is connected to the darkening sky, which represents knowledge, I think, spirituality, and wisdom. Alone with her inner thoughts, she holds up a lantern in the dark. Can you see it there? Illuminating the way. Now, with her bright light, she is able to share her knowledge, and she guides the ships to safety. Now, there are times when a restlessness or inner calling motivates you from the outer world, seeking private time for you to undertake some introspection, or it may be a desire to physically take a journey to explore the deeper meanings in your life. And sometimes your destiny puts you in a place where you are forced to find a deeper understanding of what true inner happiness means to you. I think this energy brings a time when you are searching for answers. The Hermit is the one who steps out of the darkness, shining her lantern, showing you the way. Now, the Hermit's number is 9. You see this Roman numeral here? Well, for me, that represents completion, breakthrough, and initiation. The Hermit is the inner guiding light within you. She is the way shower, I suppose, who... there she is. What was I saying? She brings spiritual wisdom. And when you are seeking guidance, healing, or understanding, she represents the wise one or a guide, helping you along your journey to recognize the deeper value of life. Now, this might just be inspiration from within, because the hermit represents guidance through dreams, visions, archetypes, angels, and spiritual guides and teachers as well. Now, in fables and myths, there are countless stories of the heroine on her quest, meeting up with the hermit, who ends up being the heroine's greatest teacher, guiding her on the path to enlightenment, spiritual understanding, and the true meaning of life. Now, the lessons that the hermit offers on your quest are the light of love, the appreciation of simplicity, self-respect, and freedom from the material world. The hermit teaches spiritual wisdom from the heart. Now, though our paths and quests may seem very different, our destination to the heart is the same. This journey must be taken alone to truly understand self-love and living it. The outside world is a great teacher, stretching your consciousness and bringing you to the feet of the hermit, who then shines her light into your heart and spiritual being. And in the end of all journeys, you must always return to yourself, for truly that is where your answers lie. Now, that concept may seem easy, but doing the work can be a treasure hunt, and many times you still end up in the dark. The hermit reminds you, in the time of need, focus on the inner light, even if it appears far away. Its brightness will grow, filling you with love and grace, because the hermit brings a time for review and introspection and the opportunity to develop your inner wisdom by seeking guidance from another or from yourself, and also from spiritual work. This energy indicates withdrawal from your active life by maybe taking a retreat or a bit of a sabbatical, or a vision quest, as I call it. Maybe there's a need to be alone and realign with your inner self, discovering your spiritual self and how your spiritual beliefs are reflected in the outer world. This energy signals a time to enjoy and appreciate the simple joys in life. Now, this doesn't mean you're going to take yourself away for all the month of February, because you have so many other things which will be going on in tandem. This is a thought that you should bear in mind during this time. This is a time of simplicity. Now, let me see where we are going. And I really do get this feeling of simplicity here for you, even though there's a lot of excitement around. It's about looking at the simpler things in life. What does this Six of Cups have to say? Does that have anything to say on this theme? Well, let's have a look. What do we have here? Well, a woman lies relaxed in the meadow. She observes 3 carefree children playing in front of her. While enjoying their innocent play, the woman feels nostalgic as she fondly remembers her own long-ago childhood activities. The children share the 6 balloons with one another, showing goodwill and kindness. Now, maybe you can imagine that a warm breeze caresses your face and a familiar feeling of warmth and innocence sweeps over you. A sweet memory from your youth makes you smile, bringing happiness to your heart. The Six of Cups blesses you with the remembrance of the innocent child you once were, stirring and awakening your inner child. It brings pleasant memories from the past to the present, bestowing gentleness, inner harmony, pleasant memories, simple pleasures and happiness, but also signals some inner work, it does. The key to the Six of Cups is integrating the past into the present, reflecting on the dreams of your youth, where you are now, on your life path. The Six of Cups gift reconnects you to your soul purpose, awakening the childlike imagination to future possibilities. This energy symbolizes the innocence and imagination of childhood, shining light on your inner child, which may bring up some emotional feelings of sentiment, as well as some regret, perhaps. As you have grown into adulthood, life has become more complicated, hasn't it? And perhaps you have forgotten the value of life's simplicity. Your focus is directed on the values of the material world, losing sight of how fast life passes by. Well, this six opens the chapters of your life, giving you an opportunity to remember who you were and what you did by unveiling events and choices that brought you to the present. This card allows you a moment to take everything in and reflect on who you are now and what you have brought into your life. On a karmic level, it can bring insights on your past lives and an awareness of your destiny. It can open your intuitiveness to access information. The Six of Cups, I think, here brings a remembrance of a gentle and loving time when life was innocent and simple. And when it appears, savor the simple joys in life. Let the memories and feelings from the past enrich the present and your future. Let the inner child play by taking time to remember your soul self. What were your dreams? What brought you happiness and a full heart? When you see a newborn baby, think of all the possibilities the future holds for that child. Then think of yourself as that new life, imagining all your future possibilities. This six can fill your heart with the great inner wealth of imagination and joy. Tap into your youthful memories that made you feel good, happy and strong. Look through the eyes of the child inside you, viewing the wonderment you once saw. Your thinking and attitudes about your future may shift to simpler ideas and plans. The Six of Cups inspires you to take time to look at old photos, enjoy and reminisce in the memories that bring your heart to different places from the past. I think this energy also signals the reunion of people and things from the past that touched your heart. It reminds you that sincerity, kindness, and generosity are very precious gifts. Well, shall we have a look at... There was a swords card. There it is. Let me... Yes, I see. Okay. Now, here we go. The Seven of Swords. Have a look at this woman. This is interesting. Now, the Seven of Swords card painting shows a woman in a sunny meadow. But the woman is a thief who has just stolen some eggs from a bird's nest. She sneaks away and leaves some eggs, maybe a couple, behind in the nest. The woman hides her dishonorable heart behind beauty and shallowness. In fact, she is a snake, but she covers her skin with leaves and flowers so that nobody can see her true nature. I'm sure you have come across a couple of people like that. Now, the sense that I'm getting from this is that it's possible that you could at some point find yourself struggling through inner conflict and frustration. So that is why it's important to have an idea of this simplicity that's been imposed upon you by this Six of Cups. You may be experiencing a challenging situation where you have no control, leaving you with a sense of futility and helplessness. Thoughts and actions that do not express your true self may begin to arise. Now, this unsettled energy is seeking an outlet to either create a negative consequence or to be transformed into a higher awareness. Now, some small or large event in life has initiated a calling, I suppose I would say, taking you on an inner spiritual journey to understanding your purpose and potential. This energy signals an inner shift in consciousness, mentally and spiritually. Now, the key to this Seven of Swords is to pull within, focus on what needs to shift and change your life internally and externally. Make the adjustments, let go of outworn patterns and relationships, then open up to emerging new insights. The gift of this card is a breakthrough on a spiritual and mental level, bringing clarity. Do you know, this energy brings new thought patterns that challenge the old parts of yourself. This inner shift causes mental resistance and internal unrest sometimes. But the transformation of yourself has already begun, I think. Acceptance and surrender to the change will allow you to unite with your new aspect, bringing heightened spiritual awareness and the opportunity to regain your mental strength and inner intuitiveness to review challenges or conflicts in a new light. Thus, you'll be discovering creative solutions, freeing you from struggle. Now, if your thoughts are scattered and you feel as though you are standing on shaky ground, this energy has come in here to bring clarity, to cut through confusion and to cut through futility, guiding you through fear and limitations to a place of stability and balance. Now, conflicts will soon dissipate into the light of spiritual wisdom and mental courage. The Seven of Swords moves you to take the righteous path in the face of adversity. Whatever obstacles you face requires your mind to act in union with your heart. And this card brings a time out, like this hermit, to reflect on what is important to you. What dreams and desires do you want to put into action? When there is confusion, dig deep before you act. You are living and creating your karma every day with your choices and actions. Let's have a look at this one. And it is Page of Wands, yeah. Okay, now, what do you have to say here? Let me have a look at this image. Well, this is interesting. An adventurous explorer finds her way through the dense jungle here. That's a toucan, isn't it? Sam Toucan from the breakfast cereal. Well, she holds a large magnifying glass to be able to discover the beauty surrounding her. Her magnified eye reveals how strong and focused she is. It shows that she is always open to inspiration and new ideas along the way. She is really blazing her own trail, and this is what you will be doing. This page brings passion, creative energy into action. Her desire is to express spiritual unfoldment into her physical world. The page is the initiate, bringing together the unlimited energy of spirit with the magical world of matter and into manifestation. She is, in a sense, fiery adolescence who is courageous, curious, ambitious, and daring. There is a restlessness inside of her, urging her to advance forward and start something new. She represents the awakening of life force and creativity that needs an outlet to channel energy into transformation. The page is the ultimate adventurer, passionate and energetic with a love for life. She has the gifts of vision and intuition that flow through her with universal inspiration. Now, there's something else that is coming through here with this, and it's got very much to do with this card that we had previously looked at, because this page also symbolizes the inner child in you, inspiring you to listen and connect with that aspect of yourself. She represents the magical fire child who moves with the flow of the universe, understanding the concept of as above, so below. The page is wide open to life's paths and journeys, wanting to experience all of it. She is the curious apprentice experimenting with the powerful wand of creation, sourcing uncharted areas of her creativity. Her gift of intuition is developing. Now, this page is the messenger of unexpected news that is favorable. She brings good surprises, new career opportunities, offers, and announcements. She indicates change, new beginnings, as well as new creative projects, ideas, and possibilities. Ideas and projects come to fruition now. She ignites excitement, taking risk, fearlessness, and courage to take on any challenge. She sparks passion, creativity, and divine inspiration in your being. And she indicates a time of confidence when you start really trusting yourself and your intuition. She presents an exciting invitation to new adventure that awakens your life force. She brings influential people who can inspire you to explore new thoughts and ideas, and she represents a passionate new romance or lover or a faithful friend or the deepening of an existing relationship. And she can also signal restlessness, an inner stirring, urging you to move forward towards a new and different direction. She indicates a time for inner growth, exploring the spiritual self, and discovering your bliss. She awakens your spirit, daring you to express your individuality and your personal power. Now, I think that only leaves us with this gentleman, the King of Cups. Let's have a look at you, King. What are you doing today? Where are you? Are you in focus? There's a good chap. The King of Cups stands in a bright and sunny landscape, really, doesn't he? In his right hand, he holds a sailing ship, keeping it balanced even against rough waves. The turbulent sea inside of him holds large fish, representing heavy emotions that churn within. You know, esoterically, as a king, he's fire and cups is water, and of course fire and water is going to mean that there's going to be some conflict, some turmoil within the character here. But even during these rough times, the wise king remains calm and steady, withstanding every crashing wave. He manages to safeguard the ship, showing his caring and protective nature. Now, this king is the master of the heart, emotions, and intuition. He is the Grail King. He embodies the elements of fire, which is spirit, and water, which is soul, balancing and integrating the fiery masculine courage with the watery feminine empathy, resulting in deep intuitive wisdom that blossoms into an intense passion for unconditional love. The King of Cups is an enlightened master of emotional integrity. He trusts what his heart speaks and remains open always to spirit. The King of Cups actually, I think, is a vehicle for the love and healing energy that I might metaphorically call the cosmic Christ, or the cosmic Vishnu, the cosmic Krishna, or the cosmic form of the idealized Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as well as the Buddha consciousness that blesses humanity and awakening primordial wisdom, thus opening the door to divine light. He's mastered love, moving it from the lower realms of his nature to the higher realms of spirit. Now, when the King of Cup enters, he brings guidance, compassion, love, and healing. Your creative imagination and life force join, bringing opportunities and inspired visions to be manifest. The King of Cups signals a time when new doorways opens. He brings success, achievement, or recognition. He indicates a time to listen to the stirrings in your heart. The gifts of courage and focus are now in place to assist in pursuing a vision that you want to manifest. Pay attention and exercise your intuition, as it will guide you through opportunities and challenges. Now, emotional matters can become more intense as your heart opens. You may feel the need to seek guidance, or in fact, you could even be a sort of a counselor for somebody else. The King of Cups brings the opportunity of emotional maturity to any situation. Listen to your inner truth. It's time to be authentic with yourself and those around you. Don't be misguided by others and move from a place of love. What a fantastic spread of cards for you. That's the way it is for you.
Fantastic, and I really enjoyed the artwork on these cards, I really must say. Now, if you want to look at more of the artwork, of course, just jump through to your rising sign or to your moon sign, and you'll see a spread of the different pieces of artwork and the different other signs as well. That's a thing that you can do that's there. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I love seeing you. Great to see you. And I hope you enjoyed, well, I know you would have enjoyed that as much as I did providing it to you. Now, remember one thing, of course, and it is this, that you are a legend, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.